Hey, I'm Merlin, your average American. Today's video will be on crab traps, part 2. I didn't have everything to finish the crab traps last week, so we will be finishing them up this week. Stick around, we're going to do some adventuring. Right here I'm cutting 4-inch PVC pipe for the bait tubes. It's just thin wall PVC drainage pipe. You get it from Lowe's, Home Depot. Your local hardware store probably has it. It's just cheap pipe. Alright, after I cut them, Daddy drilled the holes in them. We used a 2-inch hole saw for it. It has 4 rows of 3, and like we don't have any specific size. It's just what we chose to use. There's no, I guess, pattern or blueprint for a crab trap that I've found other than just a picture. The only dimensions we're going by, or the size for the trap, has to be 2 foot by 2 foot by 1 foot, no larger, and has to have 2 escape rings on the vertical outside walls of the trap, unobstructed. They have to be 2 3/8 of an inch in diameter. And that's the blue things that you see on the side of the trap right there. Now we're wiring in the bait tubes. They wire into the top of the trap, and we just use 4 hog rings, like 90 degrees from each other, and they just clip over the wire and then through the hole that's drilled into the trap, and it doesn't move after you get it in there. It's pretty solid. Alright, we're cutting the opening for the bait tube now. It'll be how that you put bait inside of the tube. Tube is 4 inches, and we cut maybe a 6 by 6 square out, and then put the wire door over it. Now we're cutting the wire for the door that covers the bait tube. It's maybe an inch wider than what the door is, square. You see I'm over there playing in the background while my dad's working like normal. Trying to get the heater going. It was cold that day. Wind was blowing. That's why I'm trying to voice over. I don't think it's going to work very well though. Alright, placing the bait tube door, bending the little tabs up that's on the 1x1 wire, the rabbit cage wire. You see right here he's bending a piece of welding rod to make the latch that holds everything shut. It'll work with the bungee cord here in a minute, but you pretty much bend a hook on one end and then a whole loop on the other end, and it'll latch on the cage right behind the wire door, and then after he gets it put on there, then he'll flip the cage over and wire in the or tie on the bungee cord that holds the door closed. There he is putting hog rings on the door to make it more permanent than what just the little bent over pieces of wire do. Hog rings is the way to go if you're trying to build any sort of trap, especially if the wire is stiff at all. It'll save your fingers so much. There I am cutting the bungee cord for the doors. It ties on at the edge of the opening side of the door, not the hinge side. It's about an inch wider than what the cage is, 2 inches. There's a knot tied in each end, and it'll pull down and then hook on that welding rod. So you can see when the wire gets on the bungee cord's on the door, it pulls the door closed and it hooks keeps the bait door closed as well. It's kind of like a 2-in-1 deal. Keeps you from having to keep everything or have 2 closing methods. And this is what he's tying right now is the like a wash rope that pulls the trap up. It kind of evenly disperses the load from corner to corner on the trap so that it lifts straight up and it lowers better. I want to take a moment and plug my buddy Trevor and his friend Blake. They have a podcast called Disoriented Dads. Pretty good. I appreciate it if y'all want to check them out and give them a subscribe. Pretty good. They have it's like drinking beer with 2 buddies, just shooting the shit the whole time. It's very well worth the listen. That rope that he's tying up right there, that's the rope that'll go from the Y rope to the buoy for lifting the trap up and holding the trap to the buoy so that you can find them. I want to thank everybody for watching. Tune in next Tuesday. If you liked it, give it a like, subscribe, comment, and y'all have a good day.
Come on, don't do that shit. Don't do. Oh God, don't do that. Oh, you nasty motherfucker. Oh God damn.